straight for us. It's how the cave got carved out. Also messes up our stuff real good. On your left, you see this metal frame of a building? This is a theater they built back in the 60s. They had a projector on the back wall that would show a slideshow of safety guidelines to the front. Flood in 2002 hit and washed away everything but what we're looking at. That same flood in 2000. Say something. If you have questions, ask. Please don't touch anything in the cave though. That's the big thing. We'll focus on that. On your left, you can see a creek bed. That's one of two main sources of flooding. Everybody take a deep breath. It's dry. There's no worries today. On my left right here, this is the original ticket booth. They built this in 1931. Only reason the ticket booth is standing straight.
En los principios bajaban por esta entrada en un barril colgando de un cable.
On the water everywhere below the light. All of the water inside of here nowadays comes from the cave ceiling. It actually takes around 7 years for the water on the surface to get all the way down here. It's dripping so much water also, not just in Mirror Lake, but throughout the whole cave. We have to pump this out about every 15 minutes. Even during the drought we're in right now, if we were pumping water, it takes around 48 hours to get ankle high in the room we're standing in right here right now. Combining with the limestone. Just in this one stretch, pretty much as soon as you look at the wall, you'll see a light flicker here. The fault line got created, water found a path, started rushing through. And ever since, the water's carved out almost everything. I like to say they're like chicken nugget sized bags. Babies are like popcorn nugget size. Don't eat the bag though. Yeah. You're very disappointed. There's a whole thing a couple years ago about that. These little guys are super duper lazy. They don't really hang out super close to each other. They like being on their own. They don't fly out every night either. They sleep for 2 weeks straight. Just hibernate. They conk out. When he wakes up, it's only for 30 minutes or an hour, a few episodes of Netflix. He's gonna go out, he's gonna eat 80% of his body weight in bugs, then he's gonna go to the bathroom. outside of the cave, which I really appreciate. Bruce comes back, sleeps 2 more weeks. There's this. It's Bruce number 6. How you doing, friendo? All right, we're gonna see some more of these little guys. Want to give everyone a fair introduction. We'll make our way through this next little narrow stretch. Watch your step. Those are a little wet. All right. We're gonna talk about this wall for a moment. This is something called a travertine dam. It's called that because the rock is travertine, and when we're not in a drought, it actually does work like a dam. About 6 feet on the other side of the wall is a reservoir of water. Normally there's enough water back there, it gets pushed straight through the wall. Water's gonna drip down, and that makes everything we're looking at now. The pattern all over the wall that kind of looks like ramen noodles turning into menudo, that's all called flowstone. Water flows over the stone, making all the lines. Water rolling down leaves minerals to give you color. White, yellow, orange is all calcite. It's the most common thing. I'd really love to be able to tell all of you the green you're seeing in here is something fun, you know, like jade, copper, troll's blood. It's algae, it really shouldn't be in here. Hot, bright lights for decades, blast wet walls, algae got a shot to grow. LED lights are fighting the algae, helping it disappear, but it's cave years, it takes time. What you want to see is where it looks down low, real squishy like, kind of like the caves made out of jello. That's a good thing to see, because it's like the water's still dripping, caves and calcite are still growing. Funny enough, it looks a lot better to most folks when it dries. When calcite starts drying out, it's going to crystallize and give you that shimmer and shine down here. Okay, that means your eyes are going to see better right here.
Oh, that's what I need.
All right. Water's rolling, calcite's growing, making straw formations. And if any of the water from the soda straws, if it just falls and it hits you on the way down, that's a cave kiss. Those are good luck for a year. They do add up too. If you catch a drop as it's falling and drink it on the way down, that's 2 years. So over there, yeah. So we need to find Jack's. These are created, the cave is really getting flooded. All that water starts rushing in. The force, the pressure behind the water will make it start to spin. Slowly begins creating a whirlpool. As the whirlpool's build all their lives to stay in the water. They're really safe in the water, get our food supply. What I think is really crazy is we just saw how dark it is. You probably guessed that they're blind as a bat. No offense to Bruce.
Saludos amigos, aquí estamos, acabamos de salir de la Cascada Cavern. Estuvo buena la caminata, está muy interesante para los que gusten venir. No olviden darle like, suscribirse. Cualquier pregunta que tengan, déjenla en los comentarios, con gusto la responderemos. Gracias.